Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and I have yet another Bucs signing that I want to talk about with all of you guys. It is that the Buccaneers have signed outside edge rushing linebacker Shaq Barrett to a one-year contract worth $5 million. Things first, I know a lot of people are going to say, who's Shaq Barrett, James? And let me tell you right now that Shaq Barrett is a very good outside edge rushing linebacker, and he's probably going to end up being my favorite free agency signing out of the entire bunch. 1 year, $5 million. It's the most money that the Buccaneers have given to any free agent or re-signing up to this point, so it very clearly shows that they value Shaq Barrett as a player and as an edge rushing outside linebacker. He was formerly playing of the Denver Broncos. He played there for 5 years. He was an undrafted free agent. He's 26 years old. He's pretty darn good in my opinion. I know that the sack numbers are not going to jump out at you if you go ahead and you look up his numbers on a website such as Pro Football Reference. He only has 14 sacks in his 5-year career up to this point, but I also know that a lot of people like to go and look at the Pro Football Focus numbers. That's what a lot of people base their analysis on players and how good they can or cannot be. And fair credit, Pro Football Focus is a very good analytical website on seeing how good players really are. Well, in terms of Shaq Barrett in his Pro Football Focus rankings and ratings, whatever have you, I think a lot of Bucs fans are going to like this signing a whole heck of a lot, because for every single season of his career, Shaq Barrett has never had a run defense or a pass rush grade below 70. Every single season, he has had a pass rush grade and a run defense grade of above 70. Now, based on Pro Football Focus's ranking systems and, you know, what that means, getting a grade of above 70 or higher, that means that he's been an above average pass rusher and run defender every single year of his career. So I think that, you know, when you really break it down, you really start to look at it, you know, this is a very valuable signing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The sack numbers might not be there, but I think given the right coaching staff and given the right development, he could really shine for this team. I know a 1-year, $5 million deal doesn't sound like a whole heck of a lot, but like I said earlier, it's the most money that the Buccaneers have given to any re-signing or free agent signing so far up to this point of the free agency period. So it shows that the Buccaneers wanted this guy a whole heck of a lot, and there was some interest around the league as well. The Denver Broncos wanted to bring him back, and he also had a visit with the Cincinnati Bengals this Thursday, yesterday. But he did decide to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. One of the main reasons he wanted to go with a different team besides specifically the Denver Broncos was he stated that he wanted to go somewhere where he could have a starting role on a team. And I feel with this current coaching staff and with the changes that are happening to this defense, we could very well see Shaq Barrett being a starter for this team. And I feel if he is the starter for this team, we could get some insanely valuable production out of him given the contract that we gave him and the numbers that are associated with it. People are going to say is, James, what about Carl Nassib and what about Jason Pierre-Paul? They're supposed to be our new outside linebacker, edge rushers, whatever have you. What's going to happen to them? Well, you can still have them. You know, maybe one of them just ends up being on the defensive line and Shaq Barrett ends up being that outside edge rusher linebacker. So whichever one they decide to keep on the defensive line, I feel like with that open outside edge rushing linebacker spot, I feel Shaq Barrett would slot in right away and be that starter. I really do think that this guy has some insane potential. I want him to do good on this 1-year deal, and then the Buccaneers re-sign him for a few-year contract after this upcoming season. That's how much faith I have in Shaq Barrett right now. I really think that he's going to be a productive pass rusher. I think a change of scenery is exactly what he needed to really get things going, and he's still insanely young, 26 years old, much like all the other signings have been for this team. So I feel that this is some insanely good value with some very good potential output, 100% in terms of the production that he can give to the team. But let me know what you guys think about this signing. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know what you think about all of that down in the comment section below. I'm a huge fan of it. It's probably going to end up being my favorite signing of the free agency period, unless the Buccaneers go out and trade for an all-star or clear up enough cap space to the point where they're going to sign some really big name player that's still out there, even though there's not really a whole lot of those left. But this probably might end up being my favorite signing of free agency. So let me know what you guys think about all of that down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, and until then, I will see you in the next live stream or the next video. But until then, and as always, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.